Right, I'm really excited about what I've got planned. Freelancing is one of the most exciting yet daunting things I've ever done and still do. It's very clear to me, looking at social media right now, there isn't a lot of information on freelancing for those starting or recent graduates with a focus on the UK creative industries, be it corporate and commercial, film industry, TV. There isn't a lot. I want to change that. I want to help you all out. I want you to learn from my experiences, learn from my mistakes, and because of that, I'm going to create a series of 5 videos which are all going to go out one day a week next week, starting Monday, focusing on different areas of freelancing. It's all going to be built up upon my experiences, what I've learned, different tips and tricks, and I really think it's going to be very useful to absolutely anyone who's either a recent graduate, just about starting in freelancing, or considering becoming a freelancer. Hopefully it'll also help you decide whether freelancing is something you want to do. There isn't an instruction manual when it comes to freelancing. I learned by doing, getting things wrong, reacting positively, and absolutely everything that's going to be contained in these videos are based upon experiences that I've had, the ways I've reacted, the different mechanisms I've created to help avoid those things happening again. Watching this video series isn't going to make you perfect. It doesn't mean things won't happen to you that are unexpected. That's unavoidable. But what you can do is learn from my mistakes, utilize this information, and most importantly, start implementing these ideas and these techniques now, so that if you are freelancing already, you can begin to have a much more enjoyable and more successful time. Watching the videos will allow you to learn what I learned the hard way and will allow you to have a much better experience right away. Before I introduce the series, I think it's quite important to really think about what it means to be freelance. It means you're your own boss. It means you're in charge of your own calendar. It means you've got a lot of flexibility when it comes to work. You don't have to limit yourself to one area. You are a business of one. And that's what you need to begin thinking about. But not only does this mean that you're in charge of your own time, it means you're in charge of finding your own work. And one of the things you can't do is just sit there and wait for someone to give you opportunities. A big part of freelance is knowing where to find the work, how to approach the work, and building up your network. Okay, so there's going to be 5 videos starting on Monday. Video 1 is thinking like a business. You're a business of one. We're going to get you into the freelance mentality. Start to really adapt your way of thinking and the way you treat your time to really reflect the fact that you are a business. You are a brand and you need to think that way. Video 2 on Tuesday, we're going to look into how and where you can find work. There is no one golden ticket to this, and it's about, again, thinking through things in a different way and forging your own opportunities and building up as big a network as possible. I'll also be talking about social media, how you should be using that, how you should treat a personal account, a business account, whether you want to combine the two, just have one account, the type of stuff you should be talking about on there and what you should be leaving off from there. Video 3, one I think you'll all really appreciate, is looking at how much you should charge. We'll talk about setting your rate. Now, I don't have one answer for this because I'm going to be covering many different areas of the creative industries in the UK, but I can hopefully help give you a good ballpark idea and also the way of thinking about charging, because you're not just charging for that product, you're charging for your time. You can at some point start charging for your art as well, and it really depends on many factors, but we can talk through those and we can really help you start to appreciate and have some confidence in what you charge and why you charge that amount. Video 4 on Thursday, we're going to talk about invoicing. We're going to talk about paperwork. We're going to talk about what needs to be on an invoice, when you send them, how you should treat them, following them up, what happens if someone doesn't pay you, and also we'll look at paperwork, securing your projects, terms and conditions, that sort of thing. Really, really important because paperwork is your best friend as a freelancer. And lastly, for number 5, we're going to talk about tax. Now, tax and that type of thing changes often. We've seen it right now with the VAT changes in the UK, how quickly things can change. So I'm going to be a bit broad with this. Being specific isn't that useful to you because it may be completely different a few months down the line, and it will be different in every single country. And sometimes there are differences in regions within other countries. So that video will be about what considerations, what preparations you need to make for tax, how you need to treat it, how you need to treat your money, when you should be considering tax, and really just trying to demystify some areas of it. And most importantly is I want to make sure that you feel more confident when it comes to tax. You're prepared for it and it's on your radar, and not something, and it's very important you don't do this, it's not something you put off and wait for. It is coming, you can't avoid it. And if some of you have already started freelancing work and you've not registered yourself as self-employed in the UK and you've started earning money, it's important to start thinking, have you put money aside for tax? All 5 of these videos tie into each other completely, because there's things about tax that need to be thought about in what you charge, because what you charge isn't all of your take-home money. Okay? So it's important you watch all 5 videos. So a real big disclaimer though, I am no expert. This is all built on my experiences. If I get anything wrong, or if you know anything different, or you've got a better example, it's really important you engage with me, write it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you about how things differ in your industry, in your part of the creative industry. And if you're watching this and you're not in the creative industry, I'd love to hear how things are different in your industry as well. So learn from my experience. Get genuinely useful tips and tricks that you can start to utilize right away and begin having a much more enjoyable experience as a freelancer or as a recent graduate starting in the world of freelance. Like, subscribe, make sure you hit the alert button so you don't miss these videos. I do genuinely believe they're going to be really, really useful for you. I'm really excited. It's content I wish I had before I started as a freelancer. So I'm really happy to share it with you. And I really look forward to seeing those videos when they start to come out on Monday. Being a freelancer is really exciting. I really do genuinely enjoy it, and I really do hope this video series helps you. I'm babbling on now because you can tell I'm excited. I'm going to start recording video 1 straight away after this. Like, subscribe, alert, tell me about stuff in the comments, and I'll see you on Monday.